forms in the clouds over a highway. A light crosses a street at 3 a.m. and vanishes, and a python strikes a woman through the glass. What you're about to see has no clear explanation. The woman in the clouds. A man was driving down a highway under a clouded sky, sometime just after sunset, when something above him caught his eye. In the clouds was the figure of a woman, lying down, seen from the front, formed entirely out of the sky itself. It wasn't a vague shape you had to squint at. The features seemed to be of a real female. And nobody who has seen the footage can say how a sky made that on its own. 3 a.m. on a private street. A security camera on a private street in California recorded something at exactly 3 in the morning. In the footage, an intense light appears out of nowhere and crosses the street at an abnormal speed, gone within seconds without leaving a trace. But it's not the speed that unsettles people, it's the way it moves. Some say it's a trick of the lens or something close to the camera. Others point out that the brightness and the movement don't fit any of the easy explanations, and no one has settled it since. The red strikes. Footage of lightning over the US set off a wave of debate the moment it went viral, because this was nothing like ordinary lightning. The strikes were unnaturally strong and a deep, extreme red, and they didn't behave the way lightning should. It looked like two forces meeting in the sky, striking against each other and pulling back again and again, locked in something that went back and forth like a struggle overhead. Scientists said it came down to natural causes, but for the people watching it happen, the color and the motion didn't look like anything natural at all. The hole in the mountain. A man was hiking when he nearly stepped into a hole in the ground in front of him. But it wasn't just a hole. Beneath the opening was a whole world of its own, a volcano churning and flowing at full force. Just below the surface, he was about to put his foot on. One more step, and he would have dropped straight into it. And it raises a darker thought. If a man almost walked into it in broad daylight, paying attention, how many animals never saw it coming at all and simply fell in? Frozen solid. High in one of the coldest stretches of mountains, a monkey was found locked inside a shell of ice. The cold had built up around its body until it was sealed in place, frozen and still. A man approached with a hammer and began breaking the ice away, piece by piece, until the shell finally cracked open. The monkey came awake all at once, its face red from the freeze. The second it was free, it scrambled back to where it had come from and ran, as if it had no idea what had just happened to it. The attack of a python.
Hey, big guy, can't get me through the glass?
Don't tease it, man.
A woman at an indoor zoo walked up close to the enclosure of a reticulated python, one of the most dangerous snakes alive. Only a pane of glass stood between them. Her friends told her to step back. She stayed calm, sipping her coffee. "It's okay," she said. "It's just a snake." Al, what she didn't account for is that these snakes watch. They read movement. It struck through the glass. In one motion, it locked onto her, wrapped its thick body around her, and bit down. She was pulled in before anyone could reach her and rushed to hospital straight after. A group of college kids were recording what they thought was a stranded creature dragging itself across the beach. Gray-scaled body, long mermaid-like tail pulling itself through the wet sand. Curious, harmless looking. Then it stopped, raised its head, and what turned toward the camera was nothing close to harmless. A gray-skinned, muscle-bound upper body, hollow black eyes, a mouth stretched impossibly wide, rows of jagged teeth fully exposed in a shriek that cut across the entire beach. It charged. The footage cuts out seconds later. Both girls were scratched across their arms and chest. 3 weeks later, the wounds still have not closed. The cemetery caretaker had seen everything in 30 years. He had seen nothing like this. 3 large turkeys, every dawn without fail, circling the Harris grave in complete silence, not feeding, not fighting, just circling with slow, mechanical precision, as if performing a ritual older than the cemetery itself. He researched the name on the stone and found something that kept him awake for weeks. The Harris buried there had left a handwritten note before death, claiming something would come to guard the spot where he was laid, something that would circle until what was buried beneath was finally ready to rise. Thousands were watching when Crispy Mate's stream changed forever. 1 second he was talking normally, the next, a violent jolt, his whole body lurching forward uncontrollably, headphones still on his ears as lightning surged through every wire connected to his setup. The chat went from laughing to screaming in seconds. He survived, but 2 days later came the update nobody wanted to read. The right side of his body had stopped responding, partial paralysis, caused by a bolt of electricity that found him sitting safely indoors at his own desk, doing what he did every single night. Sometimes, the most dangerous place is exactly where you feel safest. The security camera inside the house recorded 16 seconds that changed everything. All day, the boulder had been seen slowly shifting along the slope surrounding the property. Neighbors filmed it, pointed at it, went back inside. Then, it found its angle. The footage shows the wall simply ceasing to exist, the entire room filling instantly with dust and debris. A man in red barely stumbling out of the path of something that weighed more than the entire floor it destroyed. The house had been circled all day like prey, and when the boulder finally committed, it did not miss.
Turn around. Lay down.
It started with a knock, gentle, almost polite. She opened the door and found her dog sitting in the dark hallway, tail still, eyes fixed on her. She breathed again, decided to test it, asked him to sit. He sat, asked him to shake. He shook without hesitation. Something made her stomach turn cold. Her dog had never been trained, not once in 3 years. She slammed the door and the knocking came back immediately, louder, slower, with the kind of patience that suggested whatever was outside had all the time in the world. Lights failed. Room went black. She whispered 911 into her camera. Police received no call. Her real dog never left the downstairs sofa. The hospital had already earned its reputation long before this footage surfaced. 3 unexplained deaths, lights that failed only in one corridor. And now this, captured at exactly 3:37 a.m. on a Saturday. A wheelchair tucked beneath the stairwell begins to move. Slowly at first, rolling forward into the empty entrance area with quiet, deliberate purpose. Then it stops and reverses, back toward the stairs, as if something sitting in it had looked around the dark hospital lobby and decided it was not yet time. Staff who reviewed the footage refused to work night shifts after. The hospital has never officially commented on the footage, but every nurse on that ward already knows whose chair it was.
No, mira, ahí, mira el video.
It has been spotted over Japan, over rural India, over parts of Eastern Europe. But the Buenos Aires sighting was different, because this family got close enough to capture it clearly. A faint, angular craft hovering silently above their rooftop, lights barely visible against the night sky. They uploaded the footage at midnight. By morning, 3 black vehicles were parked outside. By noon, the family had vanished completely. No calls, no trace. Neighbors described men in plain clothing, removing hard drives and cameras. The footage somehow survived online. The family has not. And the craft? It has already been spotted again, somewhere new, above someone else who has no idea what filming it will cost them. Be honest, which one disturbed you the most? Drop a comment if you actually made it to the end, because most people don't. Crash and gone. Late evening traffic moved like any other day, until something cut across the sky at impossible speed. It doesn't fall, it slams, a bloom of fire swallowing the road. The man who posted this footage stopped responding hours later, without explanation. From the wreck.
Stop! Police!
What looked like a meteor turned into something else entirely when it crashed in a quiet neighborhood. From the burning debris, a humanoid figure emerged. Sirens followed. When officers arrived, they didn't hesitate, pulling out a device no one recognized, firing once, and the figure collapsed without resistance.
Stop! Police!
The broken disc. This might be the most insane crash ever recorded. A disc-shaped object slammed into the ground, its surface cracked open like shattered glass. No wings, no engine, nothing familiar. Within hours, teams in hazmat suits sealed off the area completely. highway impact. Traffic was moving normally until people started slowing down, then stopping. Just off the highway, something enormous had gone down. Flames lit up the night as police rushed in, blocking access. With airport lights nearby, the entire scene felt disturbingly out of place. Desert collision.
Copy. Moving in. Still alive. Pulse is weak.
In the late 1970s, something reportedly collided mid-air over Koyame's remote desert. Both crafts went down, but what responders found wasn't ordinary wreckage. Accounts claim an unknown object, and bodies unlike any human, were recovered before foreign forces arrived, sealing the site and removing everything.
Copy. Moving in. Still alive. Pulse is weak.
Roswell footage.
Metal like this.
Ease it down. Careful
It's
now.
still breathing, sir.
Long before UFOs went mainstream, Roswell changed everything. A mysterious object crashed in a remote field, with debris unlike any aircraft. Authorities shut it down quickly, but that only fueled suspicion. Years later, footage surfaced showing more than wreckage: a lifeless, non-human figure beside the craft, another on a stretcher. Analysts reviewing it claimed one thing: this wasn't from Earth.
Metal like this.
Ease it down. Careful
It's
now.
still breathing, sir.
Sky retaliation. In India, it began without warning. A massive unidentified craft appeared over the city, silent, hovering. Within minutes, nearly 20 government fighter jets scrambled to intercept. Then it happened. The object didn't flee, it retaliated. Precision strikes rained down from above. Explosions lit the skyline. What people witnessed that day didn't look like warfare. It looked like something else entirely.
High above the city, something unbelievable appears in the sky. Human-like figures glide through the air, moving just like birds. For a moment, everything feels unreal. Then suddenly, police spot the strange sight and open fire, trying to stop whatever's flying above them. The figures scatter across the sky, leaving witnesses shocked and confused, wondering what they actually just saw. Was it a trick? Or something humans were never meant to witness? Have you ever seen a forest breathe? It sounds impossible, but it's a real and fascinating sight. After heavy rain, the soil on the forest floor becomes loose and soft. When strong winds sweep through the tall trees, their massive trunks sway back and forth. Because the ground is softened by water, the trees' roots begin to shift and lift the soil beneath them. From a distance, the forest floor appears to rise and fall, almost as if the land itself were breathing. It's not magic or a hidden creature underground, just the powerful combination of rain, wind, and nature working together in a strange and mesmerizing way. A strange snake-like structure slowly moves toward a hole in the wall. Its long, flexible body twists and slithers in an eerie way, making it hard to tell if it's a real snake or something else entirely. The movement looks unnatural and unsettling, as if the creature is quietly disappearing into the darkness. Moments like this make people pause and wonder what they just witnessed, because sometimes reality can look far more mysterious than fiction. An enormous arthropleura, a prehistoric millipede-like creature, slowly rolls across the ground. This giant arthropod could grow up to 8 feet long, making it one of the largest invertebrates to ever exist on Earth. Its long, segmented body and many legs create a strange, almost alien sight as it moves. Watching something this massive crawl along the ground feels unreal, like a glimpse into a forgotten prehistoric world where creatures grew to unimaginable sizes and ruled ancient forests. Something unusual appears in the middle of the river, and at first glance, it looks like a dinosaur. A large shape moves slowly through the water, creating ripples as it goes. Its long body and strange outline make people question what they are actually seeing. Is it a prehistoric-looking animal, a large reptile, or simply an illusion caused by the water and shadows? Moments like this spark curiosity and mystery, leaving viewers wondering if they just witnessed something truly unbelievable. The famous glitter sand beach on Hormuz Island looks almost magical. As waves move across the shore, tiny mineral particles in the sand reflect sunlight, making the beach sparkle like glitter. The effect becomes even more stunning during sunrise and sunset. This unique shine comes from metal-rich compounds and minerals mixed within the sand. The island is often called the Rainbow Island because it contains more than 70 colorful minerals that create extraordinary natural landscapes. A rare and shocking event occurred when a goat was born with only one eye in the center of its face. This unusual condition, known as cyclopia, is an extremely rare birth defect that affects the development of the brain and skull. The baby goat's single eye made it look very different from normal animals, surprising everyone who saw it. Such cases happen when the embryo's brain fails to divide properly during early development. Although frightening to witness, it is a natural but very rare biological condition that has been documented in both animals and humans throughout history. Sinkholes are natural geological formations that appear when the ground suddenly collapses, creating a deep hole or depression on the surface. They usually form in areas where soluble rocks like limestone, gypsum, or salt exist beneath the soil. Over many years, water slowly dissolves these rocks, creating hidden underground spaces. As these cavities grow larger, the surface above them becomes weaker. Eventually, the ground can no longer support its own weight and suddenly falls in, forming a sinkhole that can vary from small pits to massive craters. This is often said to be where the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean meet but don't mix. In reality, ocean waters do mix over time, but differences in temperature, salinity, and sediment can create a visible boundary that looks like two separate bodies of water. This effect is sometimes seen near areas like the Gulf of Alaska, where glacial sediments and salt water create striking color contrasts that appear like two oceans meeting without blending. A death spiral happens when ants lose their pheromone trail and begin following each other in a continuous circle. Each ant believes the one in front knows the way, so they keep marching endlessly. This strange behavior, called an ant mill, can trap hundreds or even thousands of ants. Eventually, they become exhausted and die from fatigue, creating a haunting natural phenomenon where the entire group slowly collapses while endlessly circling.
Guys, I'm taking this live.
A shocking moment was captured along the Tema Akasambo Road in Ghana, where heavy rain appeared to fall on only one small spot. While the surrounding area remained mostly dry, a dense column of rain poured down intensely in a single location. Drivers and witnesses were amazed by the unusual sight, describing it as something almost supernatural. In reality, this rare weather effect happens when a small, isolated rain cloud releases precipitation in a very concentrated area. Inside the mysterious Area 51, shocking leaked footage supposedly shows a strange scene. In the clip, what appears to be an alien-like creature lies on a ventilator, surrounded by several doctors and scientists carefully monitoring its condition. The room looks highly secure, filled with advanced equipment and bright surgical lights. Some viewers claim it's real evidence of extraterrestrial life being studied in secret facilities, while others believe it could be staged or part of a fictional project. Regardless, the footage has sparked intense curiosity, fear, and debate about what might truly exist behind the heavily guarded walls of Area 51.
What the fuck?
Shocking footage allegedly shows a dark ritual at CERN with claims of an Illuminati satanic sacrifice performed in front of a large statue of Shiva. The scene depicts masked figures surrounding an altar, performing mysterious and unsettling actions. While some viewers argue it's staged or symbolic, others believe it hints at secretive ceremonies blending science, symbolism, and occult practices. The video has sparked intense debate, fear, and fascination online about hidden activities at one of the world's most famous research facilities. In 2017, disturbing footage emerged on a private forum, showing a secret ritual deep in a Montenegrin forest. The cult, known as the Ember Circle, is rumored to operate across Eastern Europe. The video captures hooded figures performing eerie ceremonies around fire and strange symbols, creating a chilling atmosphere. Locals had reported unusual sounds, glowing lights, and mysterious gatherings in the forest for weeks, but authorities dismissed these claims as bonfires or pranks by local youth. When the footage leaked, it shocked viewers worldwide, offering a rare and terrifying glimpse into the hidden secretive activities of this enigmatic and sinister group.
Feeding giant. A wildlife explorer set night cameras hoping to capture a tiger. Days later, reviewing footage, he froze. Not a tiger, but a towering Bigfoot, crouched and feasting on a deer. Many screamed AI, but experts analyzed the clip closely and confirmed it was disturbingly, undeniably real. Park encounter.
But nice swing. Yeah, hang on. Oh my gosh. Kids, come here.
What started as a peaceful day at the park turned terrifying. While filming her children, a woman noticed a towering Bigfoot emerging behind them. Massive, dark-furred, long arms swaying, eyes locked forward. She grabbed her kids and fled. The footage spread fast, leaving everyone asking, "How safe are we?" Roadside growl. A quiet drive in rural Georgia turned unreal when a man spotted something massive sprint across the road. He followed, camera shaking, until it stopped tall, covered in dark fur, watching. Then came a deep, guttural growl. He didn't wait. He took the warning, turned, and left. Drone giant. At first, this man thought his drone feed was glitching until the shape moved. Crossing Saskatchewan's Cypress Hills was a colossal, upright figure, each step unnaturally long, dwarfing nearby trees. No known animal fits it. Since that day, hikers report silence there, as if something watches. River hunter. Water barely moved, yet something else did. In 2013, near Fishkill Creek below Mount Beacon, a man filmed a hunched, fur-covered figure silently catching fish with its bare hands. It moved with eerie precision, almost practiced. He searched for weeks after, but whatever it was never showed itself again. Watching trees. It started with the dog low growls, refusing to move. On a quiet family hike, the father raised his camera and followed its stare. Between the trees stood something wrong, too still, too aware. Not hiding, just watching. And somehow, it felt like it had been waiting. Roadside walker.
Dad, what's
Yeah.
over there?
Huh?
What's over there?
Where?
Deep within a region long rumored to be Bigfoot territory, a mother and daughter driving toward their remote countryside home spotted something impossible, an enormous figure walking calmly along the road's edge. The sighting triggered local warnings, and ever since, that forest stretch has fallen eerily silent. Night movement. What began as a routine overnight expedition by a vlogger from Project Darkwood turned unforgettable. Deep in the silence, his camera caught something moving tall, deliberate, almost aware. It lingered just long enough to be real, then vanished, leaving behind questions no explanation could settle. Snow tracker. Snow hadn't fallen in days, yet fresh prints appeared overnight in Nanowin River's Park Reserve long strides, too wide for any known animal. When Park Ranger Daniel Moreno followed them, he caught this figure drifting between trees, arms stretched unnaturally. It didn't run, it matched her pace, as if guiding him deeper. Daylight crossing. No one expected anything unusual on that quiet forest road until this appeared. Captured in broad daylight, the figure moved with unsettling confidence, towering, hunched, its stride too heavy for any known animal. Witnesses claimed the air went silent as it passed. The video spread quickly, but the location was never disclosed, and those who filmed it refused to return. It looked back. He wasn't even trying to hide. The moment the camera caught him, the figure paused, slowly turned, locking eyes as if fully aware it was being filmed. No panic, no rush, just a brief stare. Then it calmly stepped away into the terrain, as if encounters like this were routine and humans were the ones trespassing. Highway crossing.
What is that?
The headlights hit it first, then everything slowed. On a remote Ohio highway, a dashcam captured a massive figure stepping onto the dirt road, shoulders hunched, arms hanging heavy. It didn't panic at the car. It paused, slightly turned, then continued crossing like it owned the night. The driver never reported the exact location. River charge. The river looked calm until the knocking started. Two hikers filming along Oregon's Deschutes River noticed a figure tracking them from the tree line closer each time they checked. Then it revealed itself, massive, deliberate. When they shouted, it charged, splashing through freezing water with terrifying speed. The camera dropped. Only rushing current, a roar, and silence remained. Forest chase. What should have ended in tragedy turned into something unbelievable. Deep in Washington's Skookum Creek wilderness, Ben's dashcam captured Alex bursting from the trees, bloodied, frantic, screaming for help. Behind him, something massive crashed forward, letting out a roar no animal should make. He barely made it inside. As they sped off, it stopped at the road, watching. Alex survived. Whatever chased him, let him go. Not alone. Deep in British Columbia's backcountry, a trail camera captured something far more unsettling than a lone silhouette. A towering, fur-covered figure emerges, then pauses, turning to motion a smaller one behind it. The gesture is clear, urgent, almost human. Within seconds, both disappear into the forest. Not a sighting, but a glimpse of something organized, aware, and raising its own kind beyond human reach.
Terrifying new trail cam footage has surfaced, capturing what appears to be a massive Bigfoot moving silently through a remote forest at night. The motion-activated camera records the tall, shadowy figure walking on two legs before briefly turning toward the lens. Its large frame and long arms are clearly visible in the eerie glow of the camera. Within seconds, the creature disappears back into the darkness. The chilling clip has sparked intense debate online, leaving viewers questioning whether the legendary creature was finally caught on camera or if the footage is simply another mysterious hoax. A couple claim they may have captured footage of Bigfoot while traveling through the mountains of Colorado. Shannon Parker and Stetson Parker said they spotted a tall, mysterious figure moving along a mountainside near the narrow-gauge railway between Durango and Silverton. While searching the mountains for elk, they noticed something unusual walking in broad daylight before sitting down to rest. According to the couple, the creature appeared at least 6 to 7 feet tall and blended almost perfectly with the sagebrush terrain. The strange sighting, shared widely online, has reignited debate about whether the legendary Bigfoot might truly exist in Colorado's remote wilderness.
It's an elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down. Yeah, let me see your camera, I'll do it.
A first responder racing through a remote forest on an ATV toward an emergency captured a shocking moment on his helmet camera. As he speeds along the narrow trail, a massive dark figure suddenly appears between the trees. For a brief second, the camera clearly records what looks like a tall, fur-covered creature standing upright before it quickly disappears into the dense forest. The responder barely slows down, but the footage later reveals the chilling encounter. Viewers online claim the mysterious figure resembles the legendary Bigfoot. The clip has sparked intense debate, with many questioning whether the responder accidentally captured one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings ever recorded.
Sky versus sea. A winged horse, pale and massive, is being pulled toward the water. and it refuses to go. Below it, in the surf, mermaid-like figures with long tails are dragging at it, trying to pull it under. The horse fights back the only way it can. It chooses the sky. The horse beating upward, the figures clinging from below, neither one letting go. Not every creature belongs in the water, especially one with wings. Something in the surf. It starts as a normal day at the shore. Surf, sand, people standing around. Then, something moves in the shallow water that shouldn't be there. At first, the people on the beach think it's a mermaid. Then, it thrashes into view, and nobody is sure anymore. It moves low through the water like an alligator, but there's something human in the way it shifts its weight, something that doesn't fit a reptile at all. The waves keep half covering it. Nobody gets close. The onlookers just point and call out, trying to make each other see it too. Then it pulls back into the deeper water. 8 fingers. U.S. police responding to a call in a remote area found something on the ground that stopped every officer there. A huge creature, sitting hunched and still, head down, giant hands, a gigantic body, and one wing that looked like it had been torn away, as if the thing had fallen from somewhere high and couldn't get back up. When they looked closer, 8 fingers on each hand, 8 on each foot. It just sat there, head lowered, looking almost disappointed, like it knew exactly where it had ended up, and there was no way back. The thing on the highway. Late at night on a lonely road in Alberta, a driver spotted something massive walking ahead in the middle of the highway. At first, they thought it was a person. Then, the headlights got closer, and it was far too big to be one. It was covered in thick brown fur and walked slowly, upright, on 2 legs. They never saw its face, only its back, the entire time. For almost 30 seconds, they followed it down the empty road in complete silence. Then, it stepped off the highway and disappeared into the dark forest without a sound. The False Shepherd. The locals have a name for it. They call it the False Shepherd. They say it wears masks made of bone, and it uses them to copy the sounds of dying animals, crying, struggling, to lure people out of their cabins into the dark. For as long as anyone remembers, it has waited outside. But tonight, it stopped waiting. The footage catches it at the glass. Bone mask turned toward the camera, looking directly into a woman's room. It didn't call out this time. It didn't try to draw her outside. It just decided to come closer and look in for itself. The young one.
Man, look at the tail. That's no human.
It started as a normal deep-sea exploration. Routine footage, nothing unusual, until the camera caught this. A figure swimming just below the surface. Human shape, fishtail, and a way of moving that looks far too real to be an accident. It looked young, like a mermaid that was still growing up. The features were soft, and the way it moved, it seemed almost naive. A little scared of the camera watching it. Viewers still can't agree on what they're looking at. Some say CGI, some say AI, and some think it's something the ocean has been hiding all along.
Men in this region have been reporting strange sounds from the water for 3 months before this drone footage surfaced. Low, resonant, almost rhythmic, coming from just beyond the surf line after dark. Nobody connected it to anything until a drone caught these 2 creatures on the beach below the cliffs. Dark-scaled bodies, fin tails, ridged spines, faces locked together in what the footage shows as an unmistakable confrontation. But here is what nobody can agree on. Are they fighting or performing a ritual that just looks like one?
At a seaside resort, a woman steps into a pool connected to the open ocean, unaware of what lurks beneath. Suddenly, the water explodes as a shark strikes. Panic takes over as a peaceful swim turns into a terrifying, life-threatening moment. Daniel Hayes. At Westbrook Solutions, night guard Daniel Hayes worked alone. By morning, he was found dead in his apartment. Reviewing security footage, co-workers saw him suddenly stiffen, head snapping upward, eyes hollow. His body moved unnaturally. Something took hold of him that night and never let go. The Hoofed Man. A traveler passing through a remote Kivaru village noticed a man walking in a way that didn't seem possible. One leg ended like a hoof. He claimed he was born this way, calling it a curse his bloodline carried for generations, but no one knew where it began. Beyond diagnosis.
Paige.
You and the camera. When are you gonna stop it?
Daniel Brooks was recording his girlfriend Mia after doctors couldn't explain her worsening behavior. During an argument, the bathroom door suddenly slammed shut.
Eric, I'm so over this house and I'm over the filming and everything.
When it opened, she was clinging to the ceiling. It shut again.
Paige!
Then opened to her collapsed in the tub. Whatever was happening wasn't medical or even from this world.
Paige!
Paige. Oh shit. Oh, Paige.
The Possession Night.
Hadlokan ko?
Late at night in a quiet Chinese town, a man suddenly began growling in a chilling feminine voice. His body lifted and twisted unnaturally. Two locals rushed in, chanting and restraining him as the air grew tense. By the time they held him down, it didn't seem like they were restraining him anymore. Wendy Williams. In 2017, Wendy Williams fainted live on TV during a Halloween segment. But after rumors surfaced about alleged ties to a satanic cult, people started looking at it differently. The way she froze, her expression shifting suddenly. It didn't look like a normal collapse. It felt abrupt, controlled, almost like something took over, just for a moment.
So it was a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
The cold presence. What started as a normal workout quickly turned chilling. The door creaked open, then slammed shut on its own. A magazine slid across the table. The pumpkin dropped without warning. The air turned freezing, breath visible. Then came it, faint, heavy breathing. The traffic stop vanish.
Your driver's license, registration, please? Yeah.
During a routine traffic stop, the woman seemed calm at first, but something felt off. Her eyes looked lifeless, her speech slightly erratic, almost delayed.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car. Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop sign?
Then suddenly, she was gone. No door, no movement. Later, viewers questioned everything, because the way she behaved didn't feel human to begin with.
Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back. Okay. Your registration is
The hand behind her mark.
Hey, Dad, look at Carlin.
Dalton was filming his kids playing when his son told him to look at his sister in the distance. Behind her, a tall, unnatural figure stood, its arms stretched toward her.
Get up here, Carly!
He rushed over, but there was nothing there. Days later, he revealed his daughter had fallen mysteriously ill, with no explanation. God in the flash. When this video was uploaded, it sent shockwaves across the internet. A man filming an approaching storm captured lightning tearing across the sky. And in that flash, a massive human-like figure appeared in the distance, too clear to ignore. Some believe it's the thunder god described in ancient texts, watching from above. The Highway Stalker.
On regarde les étoiles.
Two women were filming on an empty highway at 1:30 a.m. when one suddenly froze mid-sentence. The other turned and froze too. At the far end stood a man-like figure, completely still, not quite human. Then it moved, sprinting toward them. The video surfaced years later, but no one knows what happened to them. The Imitation...
Kenapa? Kamu kenapa?
A woman filming a late-night vlog heard a child crying nearby. She approached slowly, asking what was wrong, but the crying didn't sound normal. It just continued. Uneven, almost forced. When the girl finally turned, her face looked twisted, unnatural, almost wrong. Was it really a child, or something pretending to be one? The shadows claim. Late at night, a man cleaning his pool didn't notice the dark shadow approaching behind him. It pointed, and something seemed to drain out of him instantly. He began moving strangely, like he wasn't himself. His daughter rushed in to help, but he didn't respond, like something else had taken control. The quiet separation. In a quiet hospital hallway, a covered body lay still until something impossible happened. CCTV captured a faint, human-shaped form rising from it, drifting upward for just a moment. No one was there, no movement, except that. Was it the soul leaving the body, or something else taking its place?
A farmer had been watching his horse graze on dry land for years without a single unusual moment, until the day something descended from above and changed that completely. A second horse came down from the sky, winged, white, landing beside the grazing animal with the kind of ease that suggested this wasn't its first landing. It circled once, touched down, and walked directly toward the farm horse like it knew it. The two stood together briefly, nose to nose, before the winged one opened its wings and lifted back into the sky without any drama whatsoever. The farmer is still struggling to describe what he watched happen in his own field. At 1:35 a.m., a CCTV camera caught a man already bleeding, limping desperately through a narrow alley. But nobody was watching the man. They were watching what was behind him. A low, four-legged creature crawling at impossible speed, multiple tails trailing behind it like whips cutting through the darkness. It moved with locked, predatory focus, never rushing, never losing ground. The man had clearly been running for a while. The creature looked like it had been enjoying every second of the chase. Whatever wounded him first, this was not done with him yet. Someone walking past a rocky hillside path noticed the cave. First, nothing unusual, just a dark opening in the rock face. Then, something shot out of it that wiped every normal thought from their mind. Jet black, bipedal, hunched forward at the shoulders with two massive dark wings spreading behind it like a shadow that had learned to run. It had come from inside that cave, and it was carrying something. A live animal, locked between its jaws, legs still fighting against its chest as this thing accelerated away down the path without breaking its stride, even once. Whatever that creature had gone into that cave to find, it found it. This drone camera caught something that defied all explanation. Dozens of pale, goblin-like creatures swarmed a sandy shoreline, their gray bodies moving with terrifying coordination. At the center of the chaos, a mermaid, her brilliant blue tail thrashing desperately as the creatures dragged her from the water onto the beach. She fought back, but they overwhelmed her with sheer numbers. Within seconds, the waves went still. The beach fell empty. Whatever was taken that night vanished completely. Some doors of the ocean, it seems, were never meant to be opened. A drone was mapping frozen wilderness when it locked onto something that should not exist. Towering above the entire tree line, a humanoid figure, as tall as 3 pine trees, walking casually across the ridge. Its body impossibly thin, long stretched limbs swinging with each slow, confident stride. No hesitation, no hurry, just a giant treating these frozen mountain peaks like its own neighborhood. The drone operator cut the feed and fled. Some wilderness, it turns out, is already occupied. A hiker filming the Himalayas from a summit never expected to capture this. Perched across an entire mountain ridge, a spider so massive its legs spanned multiple peaks. It moved slowly, deliberately, each leg planting into the snow-capped slopes like the mountains were nothing but stepping stones. The creature's dark-armored body blocked the horizon completely. No animal, no drone, no explanation. The hiker froze, too terrified to run. By the time the camera stopped shaking, the giant had vanished behind the clouds, as if the Himalayas had simply swallowed
made, and another tied by a crane. These clips only get stranger. Lifted by the crane. She was unconscious when they found her. By the time she opened her eyes, it was already too late. Ropes were wrapped tight around her body, and a crowd of people stood watching from below. She tried to move her tail. It barely shifted. The crane had already lifted her into the air, dangling above the ground with nowhere to go. She twisted and pulled, but the ropes held firm. For a few seconds, she just hung there, surrounded by people she had never seen, in a world she was never supposed to be part of. The stare that didn't blink. A diver was 60 feet underwater off the coast of Japan when she appeared out of the dark. Long black hair floating around her shoulders, pale skin with veins showing through, a mouth slightly open with too many small, sharp teeth behind it. She did not move. She did not attack. She just floated directly in front of his mask and stared. His camera caught everything, every fingernail, every shadow beneath her eyes. He stayed completely still for 9 seconds. Then she turned and disappeared into the deep blue without leaving a single bubble behind. The white one. In 2023, fishermen off the coast of Fiji pulled their rafts ashore and found something already waiting for them. It was snow white, the size of a full-grown man, but longer, covered in thick slime that left marks on everything it touched. The tail was unmistakable, so were the hands. Nobody moved closer than they had to. The village elders gave it a name that roughly translated to the one that comes before something worse. 3 weeks later, a storm destroyed half the coastline. Nobody has fished that stretch of water since. It shouldn't have survived that. The hook caught it at 2,000 feet below the surface. By the time it reached the boat, it should have been dead. Pressure change alone kills most deep-sea creatures within minutes. This one was still screaming, pale, hairless, with a face that sat somewhere wrong between fish and human. Its tail beat against the hull, while its mouth stayed wide open, making a sound nobody on that boat had ever heard before. Marine biologists reviewed the footage and could not identify the species. They stopped responding to emails shortly after. The waters they were warned about.
It looks like a mermaid.
Captain Eric Halverson had been warned twice. The stretch of water beyond Lofoten was off limits after dark. He went anyway. 2 hours out, his crew saw them. 2 pale figures swimming alongside the boat, matching its speed turn for nearly 40 minutes. The footage shows the shock on Eric's own face before he even turned the camera outward. When he finally did, the figures were close enough to see clearly. He returned to port before sunrise. His fishing license was revoked the following week. No explanation was ever given. The fortune nobody could hold. When the net came up, nobody on deck was ready for what was inside. A face that looked almost human, with long copper hair and skin that seemed carved rather than natural. Below the waist, a gold-scaled tail, still wet, thrashing hard enough to send grown men sliding across the deck. She screamed, not like an animal, like something that knew exactly what was happening. 3 men could not hold her. She went back over the railing within minutes. Old fishermen say whoever keeps one never needs to work again. Nobody ever has. Nobody wanted to touch it. 2 fishermen off the coast of Indonesia pulled their net up at sunrise and immediately went quiet. The creature inside was massive, gray-purple skin, a face too close to human, its mouth slightly open, its eyes catching the morning light in a way fish eyes simply do not. Nobody was willing to use their hands. They hoisted it up with a crane hook instead. It was not fully dead when it came aboard. The footage was posted once, shared 170,000 times, then deleted without explanation. The fishermen have not posted anything since. He was spearfishing alone off the coast of Australia when he made a decision that nearly ended everything. He poked a massive nurse shark resting quietly against the reef, just to see what it would do. It showed him exactly what what it would do. The shark spun instantly, jaws wide open, and clamped directly onto his spear gun, inches from his hand. The water exploded with bubbles and panic. He pushed back with everything he had, pinned against the coral, no air, no room. He barely broke free. The camera caught every single terrifying second of it. He came home late, locked the door. Normal night, except the lights wouldn't turn on, and somewhere deeper inside the apartment, something was already moving around. He grabbed his phone and started filming, thinking it was a break-in. Then, a ball rolled across the drawing room floor, slowly, deliberately, with nobody near it. Before he could even process that, he heard it, his name, whispered, right behind his ear. He turned and caught a small child peeking around the hallway wall, staring directly at him, then suddenly sprinting across the corridor laughing. Disappearing straight through a closed door like the wood meant nothing. He tried the handle, locked from the other side. Then, the door surface began to ripple, and a woman's face pushed through it, eyes wide open, completely silent, just watching him from inside the door itself. The video ends there. He never explained how he got out. He noticed the kid first, just standing there, barely visible, peeking over the edge of the kitchen sink, staring directly at him, silent, unblinking. The man moved closer, phone already recording, assuming it was a neighbor's child somehow inside his home. But the second he leaned over to look, nothing, no child, no sound of footsteps running, no door opening, just an empty sink and 4 walls with nowhere to hide. The whole interaction lasted maybe 6 seconds, but here's what nobody can explain. The kitchen door was locked from the inside the entire time. A paranormal investigation team in Malaysia set up cameras inside a house that had been abandoned for 11 years. Neighbors refused to even walk past it. Whatever was inside, they were about to find out. The footage starts normally. Quiet rooms, empty hallways. Then, in the corner of one room, they found her. A young woman, crouched, completely still, long black hair covering her face, clothes torn. The moment the camera light hit her, she looked up. Entirely white eyes, blood running freely from her mouth, and she smiled. The team tried performing a religious recitation to drive whatever was inside her out. She screamed in a voice that didn't sound human, thrashed violently, then suddenly went completely silent and still. The lead investigator said afterward that during the entire recitation, she kept whispering names of people who weren't in that room. None of them slept that night.
Ya Allah.
He only stepped outside to check if the area had a power cut. Normal Tuesday night. Porch light was out, so he used his phone torch, and that's when he saw her. Pressed flat against the wall beside his front door. Long black hair hanging over her face, fingers stretched unnaturally long, head tilted completely downward, not moving, not breathing visibly. Just standing there like she'd been waiting for hours. He stumbled backward and slammed the door. When he looked through the peephole 30 seconds later, she was gone. In a small village in rural Rajasthan, locals have avoided one particular tree for generations. No one walks past it after dark. Everyone knows why. But this man didn't know the rules yet. Cutting through the fields late at night, he heard singing. Soft, almost beautiful. Then he saw her. A girl in white, swinging and laughing beneath the branches like midnight, was completely normal. He called out. She stopped, slowly turned her head backwards, and smiled. In these villages, they have a name for what sits in trees at night, singing, waiting, pulling people closer. That night, the mosque was completely empty. It was 9:20 p.m. Prayers had long finished, and the caretaker was doing his final round when he noticed something already inside. A glowing white figure, seated on the prayer mat, swaying slowly left to right. No feet visible beneath it. No sound at all. He made the mistake of getting closer with his phone. Then it stopped swaying, stood up instantly, and charged directly at the camera. Footage cuts. The next morning, only his phone was found on the mosque floor. The caretaker has not been seen since. Every clip in this video was reported, removed, or the account behind it simply vanished overnight. No warnings, no explanations, just gone. If you recognized any of these locations, please stay inside tonight.
During a heated debate on a news channel, viewers noticed something unusual. Vice President Pence appeared to have a bloodshot eye, raising questions of pink eye while a strange fly buzzed around his head. The bizarre combination caught everyone's attention, turning an ordinary political exchange into a shocking and unforgettable live moment.
And I want everyone to know who puts on the uniform of law enforcement every day. This reform bill brought together a group of Republicans and Democrats. Senator Harris.
I hate to agree with Taco Trump, but in this clip, Biden genuinely looks robotic. His movements stiff, expressions oddly delayed, almost like a malfunctioning automaton. Viewers can't help but notice, sparking conversations online about whether it's fatigue, teleprompter issues, or something far stranger behind the scenes.
My ability to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
During a live streaming segment in Jordan, a group of angry pundits completely lost control, wreaking havoc inside the TV studio. They smashed a table in a shocking outburst, leaving staff and viewers stunned. The chaotic moment was captured on camera and quickly went viral as audiences around the world reacted to the unexpected destruction and the intense emotions unfolding in real time.
خلي من يدفع أخرس. لا أنت اللي بدأت. أنا أخرس. لا يا أنت اللي بدأت. يا شاكر أنت اللي شاكر يا أخوان أنت اللي بدأت. لا يا أنت اللي بدأت. يا سيد لا.
On live TV, February 13th, 2011, a reporter struggled visibly with a severe migraine. Her discomfort was evident as she fought to stay composed, making it one of the most relatable and human moments on air, reminding viewers that even professionals can face unexpected challenges while reporting live.
Very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison.
During a live stream, YouTuber Rubsy captured chilling paranormal activity, an entire gate swinging open on its own with no one near it. Viewers watched in shock as the eerie moment unfolded in real time, sparking debates online about whether it was a haunting or an elaborate stunt.
Tragic story of my my bringing down of my dear.
The anchor's eyes turned completely white, claiming it as her hidden talent, leaving viewers both shocked and intrigued.
Watch this, y'all. It's my hidden talent. Oh, you want me to do it again?
A video going viral shows a female presenter on a live broadcast hilariously mistaking someone walking past her for a dog. Her shocked reaction and awkward recovery left viewers laughing, turning an ordinary news segment into a memorable internet moment.
As far as the damage goes this morning, what you're seeing is actually a dog coming into our live shot. I think it's a dog. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's some sort of creature below me, and really all that's been affected is what's supposed to be a road right below my feet, and it's just basically covered in mud, but other than that...
A bizarre glitch in the Matrix moment stunned viewers as the royals appeared almost robotic. Their synchronized movements and unusual reactions, with everyone looking behind them simultaneously, created an eerie, uncanny scene that left the audience questioning reality. During Rammstein's 2012 concert in Paris, the lead singer's eyes underwent a mysterious transformation, captivating the crowd and sparking speculation about supernatural effects or theatrical illusions on stage.
Three-legged deer. In the clip, a three-legged deer is seen roaming through a forest or meadow. Despite its injury, the deer is still able to move and navigate with grace and ease. It is clear from the video that the deer has adapted well to life with 3 legs and is thriving in its natural habitat. The sight of this deer is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of wildlife in the face of adversity. The video captures the unique beauty and majesty of this creature, inspiring awe and wonder in viewers. A giraffe with a lump. In this clip, a group of tourists encounter a giraffe with a large protruding lump on its head. The origin of the lump is unclear, with speculation that it could be the result of cancer or some other condition. The size and appearance of the lump is striking, with a large hole-like appearance. The tourists are shocked by the sight and begin recording the giraffe, capturing its movements and the unusual growth on its head. Despite the giraffe's normal behavior, the tourists are left wondering about the cause of the lump and what it would mean for the animal's health and well-being. crabs. The clip opens with a sandy beach and calm waters. Suddenly, hundreds of mole crabs start emerging from the sand, shocking the onlookers. The crabs are seen swarming the shore, creating a dramatic and unusual sight. The mole crabs are known to be subterranean dwellers, and it's rare to see them in such large numbers all at once. The onlookers are amazed at the unexpected and unusual scene that is playing out before them. Good thing they recorded it so we could share it with you all. Eagle catches goat. In this heart-stopping clip, an eagle is seen swooping down on a baby mountain goat. The goat tries to make a run for it, but the eagle is relentless in its pursuit. As the eagle's talons close around the baby goat, it lifts off the ground and flies away. This intense moment showcases the power and skill of these magnificent birds of prey. The majesty of the eagle and the vulnerability of the young goat make for a tense and breathtaking scene. A yawning frog. In this short video, we are introduced to a tiny round rain frog. The little guy wakes up from his slumber, stretching out a big yawn. He then rubs his eyes and looks around, before finally squeezing himself into a tiny hole. The video provides a unique perspective into the world of rain frogs, and is sure to captivate and amaze viewers. A tree full of pollen. This clip shows a pine tree, which apparently was full of pollen, and the people cutting it did not know that, falls down, creating a big yellow cloud around the tree and covers the whole area in an instant. The sight of the pollen falling is both peaceful and mesmerizing. This scene captures the beauty and fragility of nature in a single moment. A giant snake around car. A recent video has captured a surprising and somewhat frightening scene. A giant snake wrapped around a car. The snake appears to be a constrictor, its powerful coils ensnaring the vehicle in a tight embrace. It is not only extremely long, but also quite strong, making it an imposing sight for those who come across it. While the sight of a snake wrapped around a car might be unsettling for some, it is a testament to the incredible abilities of these reptiles. A floating croc. In this short video clip, a crocodile is seen floating in the water in a zoo or something. The way the croc floats makes it look silly and lighthearted, and the clip is sure to bring a smile to the faces of viewers and provide a moment of humor and enjoyment. Many have even declared the croc their spirit animal. Beluga plays with a seagull. A captivating video clip recently surfaced on YouTube, showcasing the playful interaction between a beluga whale and a seagull. We can see a beluga swimming under the water while a seagull is there to get some food from the humans. Now, we might think that the beluga is after the food, but that is not the case. It is solely there to have a playful interaction with the bird, teasing it all the way. And the seagull isn't getting very offended with that either, because if it had, it would have flown away. To witness this kind of interaction is something very rare, and we're glad that the humans and their cameras were there to capture this adorable moment. A walrus doing sit-ups. A recent video has captured the impressive physical abilities of a walrus. The clip shows the walrus performing sit-ups with its trainers in captivity. The walrus is seen lying on its back, lifting its body up and down with ease and coordination. It isn't just training, it is also a very fun activity these animals enjoy doing. We also see its trainers encourage and guide the walrus through the exercise. The walrus's physical strength and flexibility are truly remarkable, showcasing the remarkable intelligence and training capabilities of these marine mammals. A lion and a dog. A heartwarming video clip went viral a few years back, showing a lion and a dog sharing a tender moment between two very different species of the animal world. The lion approaches the dog, gently kissing its paw, which the dog accepts happily. A few seconds later, the lion tries to kiss the dog's paw again, but this time the dog pulls it away, leading to playful interactions between the two animals. The clip captures the unexpected and adorable interaction between these two species and has been widely loved by viewers on the internet. A snail drinking water. This amazing clip provides us with a rare glimpse into the miniature world around us, showcasing a snail drinking from a single water droplet. The video offers a fascinating look into the beauty and wonder of the tiny creatures and the world they inhabit, giving us a new perspective on the world around us. A walking octopus. This clip shows an octopus not swimming like its usual self, or hiding like it had mastered the art. This one is different, as it is captured walking on the land. Or will he even call this walking? Well, whatever this octopus is doing, it's pretty creepy. I'm glad they live underwater, or I won't be able to handle this every other day. What do you guys think? A brave turtle. The video shows a lion and a lioness drinking from a water source, probably a river or a pond. As they drink, a little turtle approaches them, seemingly trying to chase them away from the water. In its attempt to shoo the big creatures away from his pond, the turtle even gets so close to the lion's mouth, maybe trying to bite its tongue. The lion gets a little offended, I guess, but there's not much it can do with the turtle, as this thing is neither a threat nor a prey. So the lion doesn't even know what to do with this annoying little thing. After many attempts, the turtle eventually succeeds in stopping the lion from drinking water from his home. An intrigued baby elephant. A recent video clip captured a heartwarming scene of a baby elephant playing with birds on a dirt road in Africa. The curious young elephant noticed the birds flying and became intrigued. It attempted to reach for them with its trunk, trumpeting softly in excitement. The birds, in turn, didn't seem to be afraid of the baby elephant and flew down to the road, landing nearby. What we see here is a charming display of these beautiful relations between the wild animals. Lion versus fly. A video clip recently emerged showing a lion in Africa struggling with a persistent fly. The lion is lying in the grass, seemingly at peace, when a fly starts to buzz around its face. It tries to wave the fly away with its paw, but the fly keeps coming back. Not knowing how to get rid of the weird thing, it becomes frustrating. Still, to no use of course, the fly is undeterred and continues to annoy the lion. The clip is a humorous portrayal of the lion's struggles with a pesky fly and highlights the unexpected challenges that even the strongest predators can face in the wild. A surfing heron. A recent video captured an unusual scene of a heron surfing on the back of a hippopotamus in a body of water. The heron appears to be standing on the surface of the water, but is actually riding on the back of the hippo. The hippo seems unfazed by the bird's presence, and both animals appear to be having a relaxed time together. The scene is a rare and entertaining example of different species interacting in the wild. A swimming scallop. A recent video has captured the amazing swimming abilities of scallops. The clip shows the scallops propelling themselves through the water using their powerful muscle contractions. It's a surprising sight, as scallops are typically known as sedentary creatures. However, scallop swimming is actually a crucial anti-predation strategy. They have many predators in the ocean, including crabs and starfish, who prey upon them. By swimming, they're able to quickly escape these attacks and increase their chances of survival. This type of swimming is of clear survival value and highlights the remarkable adaptations of these creatures to their underwater environment. Reverse waterfall. The reverse waterfall is a fascinating and rare natural phenomenon, where water flows upwards against the force of gravity. This incredible sight is often caused by strong winds pushing water back up the waterfall, creating a mesmerizing and dramatic display. In this video, we see the reverse waterfall in all its glory, with the water cascading back up the falls in a stunning and unusual display. The beauty of this rare and unique sight is something one can never be tired of watching. It's a sight that leaves onlookers in awe as they witness the power of nature at its best. Whether you're an avid nature lover or just enjoy watching stunning natural wonders, this video is a must-watch. Freshwater meets seawater. In this mesmerizing video, we see the boundary between freshwater and seawater at its most dramatic. The contrast is stunning, with a sharp line separating the two bodies of water. The footage captures the exact moment where the two meet, creating a visual representation of the delicate balance between fresh and saltwater ecosystems. The crystal clear seawater and the muddy freshwater, and the stark difference between them makes this whole thing a sight to behold. Blue whale feeding. A recent video has captured the incredible sight of a blue whale feeding on a school of small fish. The blue whale is the largest animal on Earth, and this video provides a remarkable glimpse into the feeding habits of these gentle giants. It is seen swimming through the water, its huge mouth open wide to engulf the fish. The whale's size and power are on full display, as it effortlessly consumes large amounts of fish in a single gulp. The clip highlights the remarkable adaptations of blue whales to their ocean environment, as they are able to filter feed on vast quantities of small prey. The subscriber's pick. This picture is taken from a YouTube channel where a guy posts creepy content. It shows a giraffe with half its jaw out of its mouth and some scary arms around it. We don't know what the guy was trying to make when he ended up with this, but this is one hell of a creepiest thing I've ever seen. One with a hole in its mouth. In this clip, a giraffe is seen trying to drink water from a nearby source. However, every time it tries to drink, the water falls back from a hole in its mouth. The hole, which appears to be the result of an injury, is preventing the giraffe from drinking effectively. Despite this, the giraffe continues to try, demonstrating its resilience and determination. The sight of the giraffe struggling to drink is both heartwarming and heartbreaking, and serves as a reminder of the challenges that many wild animals face in their daily lives. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.
You won't believe these mythical creatures were caught on camera. When the camera captures a dangerous mermaid attacking people, real mythical creature is exposed. A seraphim angel descends into water, glowing wings spreading divine presence across the surface. Caring hands warm the cold mermaid baby, gently restoring life.
Smell like lobster, man.
Angels fall from the sky. Footage captures the entire moment. Stay with us for more.
He's moving, he's moving! Oh my God.
This is revelation.
It's Jesus! Jesus is coming back! Look at the wing! It's lifting off! It's going up!
A chilling figure slithers into view. Half human, half snake, moving unnaturally beside a deserted road.
Volteó. Ahí se escondió. ¿Lo tienes?
Its upper body twists like a person, but below, a long serpentine tail drags across the asphalt. Witnesses freeze as it crawls closer, eyes reflecting headlights. Captured on camera, this disturbing encounter leaves one terrifying question behind. Was this creature real or something far beyond our understanding? In the dead of night, something moves just beyond the light, watching, waiting. A strange creature lurks in the darkness, barely visible until the camera zooms in. Its shape shifts, its eyes glint, and suddenly it steps forward. Every second is captured in chilling detail, leaving no room for doubt. What was hiding in the shadows isn't just imagination, it's real, and now the footage proves it. Deep in the shadows of night, the camera captures something unbelievable. A small, twisted goblin crouched near water, tearing into a raw fish with sharp, frantic bites. Its glowing eyes dart toward the lens as if it knows it's being watched. The creature's movements are quick, unnatural, almost animalistic. This chilling footage raises a terrifying question. What else is hiding in the darkness, waiting to be discovered? In a dimly lit corner, the camera captures something truly unsettling. A spider unlike anything seen before. Its body crawls low and fast, but its upper half resembles a humanoid face and torso.
Hermano, está otra vez en las patas. Parecen de araña. Hermano, está ahí abajo, ¿nos puede ver? ¿Puede ver?
Eerily expressive and disturbingly lifelike. The creature pauses, almost as if aware of being watched, before skittering out of sight. This bizarre footage leaves viewers shaken, questioning whether this terrifying hybrid could actually exist. A mechanic working on an old tractor behind a storage shed stepped away to grab tools when he noticed something shifting in the shadows beneath the rusted wheels.
Should I go under?
At first, it looked like a trick of the light, but then it moved again, slowly, deliberately. He froze, watching closely as the darkness seemed to breathe. Whatever was hiding there wasn't just an animal, and it definitely wasn't supposed to be there. A group of hikers stopped along a narrow trail after spotting something strange lying directly in their path. At first, it looked like debris, but as they got closer, it shifted slightly. The group froze, exchanging uneasy glances. One of them raised a camera, capturing every second as the mysterious object began to move. What they thought was harmless quickly turned into something far more unsettling and impossible to explain. In the quiet of a backyard at dusk, the camera suddenly catches frantic movement. A small goblin-like creature darting into the yard.
Se la llevó! Se la llevó! Wow!
In seconds, it grabs a chicken with shocking speed, clutching it tightly before bolting toward the shadows. The footage shakes as the person filming panics, but the moment is clear. Within seconds, the creature disappears into darkness, leaving behind chaos, feathers, and one chilling, unforgettable sight. From the still surface of the water, a glowing creature slowly rises, illuminating everything around it.
Wow, he's super big tail.
Shaped like a mystical fish, it spreads radiant wings made of pure light, shimmering in colors that seem impossible to exist. The air feels charged as it hovers for a moment, almost watching. Captured on camera, this breathtaking yet eerie sight blurs the line between myth and reality, raising one haunting question. Are legends beginning to come to life? On a quiet riverbank, a group of fishermen pull in their net, only to uncover something unbelievable. Thrashing in the mud is a strange fish, but it has human-like arms, twitching and reaching in an unsettling way. The men step back in shock as it wriggles violently, almost trying to escape. Captured on camera, this bizarre discovery leaves everyone stunned, questioning what kind of creature they've really pulled from the depths. Under the cover of darkness, a strange bird swoops silently through the night sky, targeting unsuspecting people below. Its wings beat with unnatural force, and its piercing cries echo through the empty streets. Suddenly, it dives, attacking with sharp precision before vanishing into the shadows again. Panic spreads as the encounters are caught on camera, leaving witnesses terrified and one chilling question lingering. What kind of creature hunts like this in the night? At first glance, it looks like a crocodile, low to the ground, armored and slow-moving, but something feels off. Its movements are too smooth, almost deliberate, and its eyes reflect light unnaturally. As the camera zooms in, subtle differences become clear. This isn't any known reptile. It pauses, turning slightly as if aware of being watched. Then, without warning, it slips away, leaving behind only confusion and a growing sense of unease. High above the clouds, something unusual drifts into view, a strange creature soaring where no bird should be. Its silhouette shifts against the sky, wings moving in an odd, almost unnatural rhythm. The camera struggles to focus as it glides silently, blending in and out of the clouds. For a brief moment, it becomes clear enough to see its bizarre shape, before disappearing again, leaving behind only mystery and unanswered questions. Grainy, distorted footage flickers on screen, captured through thick, reinforced glass deep inside a concrete facility. Inside the cell, a massive creature shifts in the shadows, its long limbs bending at unnatural angles, joints twisting in ways that shouldn't be possible. Its slick, wet skin reflects the harsh, flickering lights above, making it look almost alive in a disturbing, otherworldly way. For a moment, it stays still, then suddenly moves. Slowly, deliberately, it turns toward the camera, as if it can sense being watched. The air feels tense, heavy. Then its mouth begins to open, stretching far wider than any living thing should, revealing darkness inside. The screen glitches, and the recording cuts abruptly. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, where sunlight barely reaches, a camera captures something unsettling drifting through the darkness. The creature moves slowly, almost gracefully, its crocodile-like snout cutting through the water, but its eyes eerily human, watching with quiet awareness. It doesn't attack or flee, only observes, lingering just long enough to be seen. Then it fades back into the abyss. Was it an undiscovered species, or something far closer to myth? Out at sea, fishermen struggle as their nets grow impossibly heavy. When they finally haul them up, they're met with a shocking sight. A giant crab, far larger than anything they've ever seen, thrashing wildly on deck. Its massive claws snap dangerously, echoing across the boat. Captured on camera, the encounter turns chaotic as the crew backs away in fear, realizing they may have pulled up something straight from the deep. Along a quiet coastline, something unsettling washes ashore, drawing the attention of curious onlookers. At first, it appears to be debris, but as the camera gets closer, a disturbing detail emerges. A face, eerily humanoid, staring blankly from the strange creature's body. Its features seem almost lifelike, yet completely unnatural. Waves crash nearby as people step back in shock, capturing every moment. What they found that day remains unexplained, blurring the line between reality and nightmare. In a remote stretch of ocean, footage reveals something truly bizarre. A creature with a zebra-like patterned body, its stripes shifting as it moves like petals in water. It drifts like a living flower, then suddenly snaps shut, devouring a passing fish in seconds. The eerie behavior feels almost designed, not natural. Encounters like this spark wild theories online. Some even claim discoveries like this are why ocean exploration remains so mysterious and limited. In the middle of a vast desert, a shocking scene unfolds as the camera captures what appears to be a giant man standing face to face with a wild lion.
¿Lo estás grabando?
Sí, sí. Es un gigante.
Estoy peleando con un león.
Madre mía.
Cuidado, se está acercando.
Retrocedan, retrocedan.
The tension is instant. The lion circles cautiously while the towering figure barely moves, watching. Suddenly, the lion lunges, and chaos erupts. Sand flies everywhere as the struggle begins. The footage cuts in the middle of the clash, leaving viewers stunned and questioning what they just witnessed. Deep inside a dark cave, a camera captures something unbelievable. A group of strange, alien-like figures moving in a rhythmic, almost synchronized way.
¡Están golpeando la cueva! ¡Se cayó!
Their bodies shift as if they're dancing, circling one another in eerie harmony. The silence of the cave makes it even more unsettling. What were they doing there? Some kind of ritual, communication, or something else entirely? The footage ends abruptly, leaving behind more questions than answers. At the edge of an old, forgotten well, a camera records something deeply unsettling. At first, there's only silence. Then, a sudden splash echoes from below. Moments later, a figure emerges, dripping and frantic. A mermaid, but not as imagined. Its face twists in panic as it lets out a piercing scream that chills the air. The person filming stumbles back as the creature reaches upward. Then the footage cuts, leaving terror behind. In a dimly lit backyard, a man struggles to control something thrashing wildly at the end of a rope. As the camera steadies, a small goblin-like creature comes into view, snarling and pulling back with surprising strength.
¿Qué es esa cosa? ¡Es un duende! ¡Agárralo bien, no lo sueltes! ¡Ay, güey!
The man yells, trying to tie it up, but the creature resists, twisting and clawing at the ground. The chaotic scene raises a chilling question. Was he trying to capture it or stop it? On a rugged forest floor, a tense standoff unfolds between a powerful Komodo dragon and a defensive porcupine. The Komodo circles slowly, venomous bite ready, while the porcupine raises its sharp quills in warning. One wrong move could be fatal. As the predator lunges, it risks impaling itself on deadly spikes. The clash is brief but intense, showcasing raw survival instincts where attack meets defense in the wild. Shadows move where nothing should be, and the camera struggles to focus. Strange figures appear, tall, silent, their movements unnervingly smooth. Their eyes seem to reflect light differently, almost cold, almost aware. Are they reptilians or just something misunderstood?
¿Algo moviéndose ahí? ¿Son reptiles? Están empujando algo grande.
The footage ends abruptly, leaving behind mystery, fear, and unanswered questions lingering. In a rural community in La Dahlia, residents were stunned when a newborn pig appeared with unusual deformities resembling a human-like face. Locals gathered in shock as the rare case spread quickly. Experts suggest it may be a severe congenital malformation, though rumors and fear continue to surround the unsettling birth. In China, a viral video shows a fish with markings resembling a human face, astonishing viewers. Is it a rare mutation or pareidolia? As it swims closer, curiosity grows, proving how easily the mind turns the ordinary into something extraordinary. In a quiet rural area, a newborn goat shocks locals with a disturbing appearance, its features oddly resembling a human face. Crowds gather as photos spread quickly, fueling fear and curiosity. Experts suggest a rare congenital deformity, but many remain unsettled, wondering how something so familiar could look so unnervingly human. Police in a rural area captured a strange, unfamiliar bird that locals claim is a witch bird. Its unusual appearance and behavior sparked fear, with some believing it's supernatural. However, experts suggest it could be a rare or sick species. While rumors spread quickly, the real explanation is likely far less mysterious than it seems. In a remote desert, a disturbing creature is caught on camera, its massive claws strangely tucked into its own mouth as it moves across the sand. The sight is deeply unsettling, leaving witnesses confused and alarmed. While some fear it's something unnatural, experts would likely suggest a rare deformity or unknown species adapting to harsh conditions. Deep in a forest, unsettling footage captures an unknown creature moving in unnatural ways. It doesn't resemble any known species, leaving viewers disturbed and curious. As sightings like this grow, questions rise. Was this a rare encounter, or proof that something unknown still hides within the wilderness?
Oh my God, stay quiet, stay quiet.
On a massive cargo ship, chaos erupts as crew members capture shocking footage of a giant mermaid thrashing across the deck. Its powerful tail slams against metal as it rolls violently, water splashing everywhere.
Hold it in! Keep it down! It's twisting! Watch the tail! Oh God! Hit it! Rope tightening! Don't let it slip! Yeah, it's loose! Grab it! It's looking right at me!
Sailors scramble to stay back, stunned and terrified. The creature lets out a chilling sound before the clip ends, leaving behind disbelief and fear. Along the vast Amazon River, witnesses report spotting a massive, mysterious creature walking along the riverbank. Its size and strange features spark intense debate. Was it a rare species or something unknown?
Copy. I'm on it. Camera's rolling. Those horns are wider than the bank.
Holding altitude 300 feet.
Look at the size of his tracks. Sand swallowing them. Command's not going to believe this. It's like a...
In a place as wild as the Amazon, mysteries like this continue to captivate explorers and scientists alike. A mysterious creature resembling a wild boar is caught on camera, moving through the shadows with an unusual gait. Its features seem distorted, not quite matching any known species. The footage leaves viewers puzzled. Was it a rare mutation or something far more unexplained lurking in the wild? On February 19, 2023, in Ohio, a woman named Sarah claimed she encountered the Rake, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes and razor claws.
Big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's not a buck, dude. That's not... Dude, go.
Watching from the darkness, it moved unnaturally close. Was it fear playing tricks, or something far more real lurking just beyond sight? In England, alleged footage shows a mysterious unicorn moving through a distant field, sparking intense debate. Long described in ancient texts by writers like Ctesias and Pliny the Younger, the unicorn has always been myth. But this sighting leaves viewers wondering, has legend finally crossed into reality, or is there another explanation? In Alaska, a massive unknown sea monster was filmed in a river, sparking wild theories. Witness Craig McKay claimed it was a 5-meter creature. Some suggest a giant sturgeon, while experts argue it was debris. The mystery remains unsolved. Wow, I've heard about aliens, but now people are talking about demons too. Stories and sightings keep getting stranger, blurring the line between imagination and reality. Makes you wonder what's really out there, or if it's all just fear and mystery. What do you think about this footage of a dragon skeleton in China? Could it be real, or just an elaborate hoax? Discoveries like this spark curiosity, but often have scientific explanations behind them, despite how convincing they appear. Off the coast of Cornwall, a mysterious mermaid sighting has sparked intrigue. Witnesses claim a figure with a shimmering tail was seen moving through the water before vanishing. Captured on camera, the footage leaves viewers divided. Was it real, or just another ocean illusion? In a river in Thailand, footage claims to show a real dragon gliding beneath the surface. Its long, shadowy body moves mysteriously, sparking debate. Was it an unknown animal, or just a trick of light and imagination? In the dead of night, a mysterious animal is caught on camera, its eyes sparkling brightly in the darkness. It stands still for a moment, staring directly ahead, before slowly moving into the shadows. The eerie glow leaves viewers unsettled, wondering what kind of creature could be watching from the night. Deep in a forest, footage captures what some claim is a white Bigfoot moving between trees. Its pale figure stands out against the darkness. Is it real, or just another mysterious illusion caught on camera? A man traveling through a dense forest on his bike suddenly encounters an unknown creature crossing his path. Its movements are strange and unsettling, leaving him startled and questioning what he just saw in the shadows. In Xi'an, witnesses report spotting what looks like a flying dragon, resembling Shenlong or Rayquaza, soaring through the clouds. The breathtaking sight has sparked debate. Is this real, or an incredible optical illusion in the sky? In Shenyang, a video claims Pleiadians are destroying lab-created viruses. Supporters believe it's real, while skeptics call it misinformation. The footage has sparked intense debate, raising questions about truth, belief, and how easily extraordinary claims spread online. That's all for today's incredible sightings. Which mythical creature shocked you the most? Comment below, hit like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping footage of the unknown. Stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries. A routine patrol turned into something unbelievable when a ranger stumbled across what looks like Bigfoot's offspring, and yes, it was all caught on camera. Gary Mitchells had spent 50 years in these forests and thought nothing could surprise him anymore. He was wrong. Deep in the Washington woodland, he found what appeared to be a baby. Reddish-brown fur, small hands gripping the ground, eyes too intelligent for any known animal. He picked it up, grinning, held it for a selfie. He never checked behind him. Standing directly at his back was a Bigfoot parent, 8 feet of pure muscle, silver gray fur across a chest broader than any doorframe, flat, heavy brow locked into an expression of absolute fury. One shove. Gary hit the ground so hard 3 ribs snapped instantly. The baby was gone before he stopped rolling. The helicopter reached him 40 minutes later. A man driving on a highway in South Africa nearly stopped breathing. A hippo, massive, gray, barrel-bodied, lumbering across the road. He waited. Then something else stepped out, towering, covered in thick brown fur from head to foot, built like a wall, a Bigfoot. It went straight for the hippo. Then another emerged from the tree line. Then another. 3 of them. Each one enormous, each one zeroed in. The hippo fought back, thrashing with everything it had. But 3 against 1 is not a fight. It bolted. They followed. Nobody on that highway knows what they were protecting. Driving home from work, this man noticed movement in the woods. Something walking, upright, easily 8 feet tall, covered in dense dark fur, shoulders wider than any man he had ever seen. It didn't look his way, just walked, calm, unhurried, like it was taking an evening stroll. He drove home, almost forgot about it. Then something moved in his backyard. He looked through the door. It was sitting there. Same creature, watching the house. It had noticed him the whole time. Then it stood and roared. The clip ends there. Next morning, his neighbors found his phone on the floor, but he was nowhere to be found.
One out here?
The Calloway brothers had spent 31 days in those woods. Plaster casts, audio recorders, trail cameras on every major path. Nothing. Not a single print, not one triggered camera. Exhausted and empty-handed, they finally turned toward home just before dawn, torches still swinging, gear heavy on their backs. They were 20 feet from their front door when the tree line exploded. 10 feet of dense muscle and dark matted fur came through the brush at a speed nothing that size should be capable of. It grabbed Jake mid-stride without slowing. One arm, like picking up something weightless. His torch hit the ground still on. His brother stood frozen, watching the darkness swallow Jake whole.
Help! Someone help me!
31 days of searching. It found them first. The news spread through every town bordering the Northwest Woods within hours. Doors locked, porches emptied, cameras pointed at tree lines. Everyone took it seriously. Everyone except Derek Paulson. He told his neighbors they were overreacting, laughed at the posts online, and stepped outside at 9 p.m. for his usual evening walk. No torch, no phone, no concern. He made it 40 feet from his front door. Witnesses across the street described it happening in under 3 seconds. Something enormous emerged from the tree line at full stride. Crossed the open ground without slowing and took Derek back into the darkness with one arm. The woods closed behind them both. Derek Paulson has not been found. 2 red eyes were all the camera captured, but what the hiker described to his friends that night was far more detailed. Standing motionless between the trees at a height that cleared every shrub and low branch. A figure matching every Bigfoot account ever recorded. Enormous frame, dense dark fur covering a body built like something evolution had been quietly perfecting for centuries. Broad flat face, heavy brow, eyes that reflected torchlight with an almost deliberate glow. It made no sound. It made no move. It simply held its position and watched him with the calm confidence of something that knew without question which one of them did not belong in those woods. Marcus Belfield drove 4 hours to reach his Ohio country house for the first time in almost a year. He had barely unpacked when movement outside the window caught his eye. There, strolling casually across the dead winter field behind his fence, was something that stood well over 7 feet, covered in thick dark fur, walking upright with the easy, unhurried stride of someone who had absolutely nowhere to be. It crossed the entire field without a single glance toward the house. Marcus stood at that window for a long time after it disappeared into the tree line. Friendly neighbor? Possibly, but one that had clearly been using that field as a personal walkway the entire time Marcus was gone. Was this really a young Sasquatch or an elaborate hoax? Watch closely and decide for yourself, because this changes everything if it's real. A massive Bigfoot-like creature suddenly appears on a highway, sending crowds into panic. The disturbing footage quickly spread online, leaving people wondering whether it shows a real encounter or something carefully staged. 2024 Ohio trail camera captures what looks like a massive Bigfoot howling in daylight near the infamous 1994 Ohio Howls site. The chilling footage has sparked fresh debate online. Stay right there. More mysterious clips are on the way. On a remote jungle road in the darkness, a speeding car suddenly strikes a massive, mysterious creature believed to be Bigfoot. The impact shocks the driver as the towering figure briefly appears in the headlights before collapsing near the roadside. The eerie nighttime moment leaves witnesses stunned and terrified. The strange encounter has sparked intense speculation online, with many questioning whether the creature was real or something unexplained. Panic erupts on a busy highway as a massive Bigfoot suddenly appears and aggressively charges toward people nearby. Witnesses scatter in every direction, running for safety as the towering creature moves through the chaos. Cars stop abruptly while terrified onlookers flee the scene. The shocking moment, caught on video, shows pure fear and confusion as the mysterious figure sparks debate about whether the encounter is real or something else. A chilling video has surfaced showing an alleged Bigfoot suddenly charging toward a young boy walking alone through a quiet forest trail. The boy appears unaware at first, but within seconds, the massive shadowy creature rushes from the trees. The shocking moment sends panic through viewers as the boy quickly turns to escape. The footage has sparked intense debate online about whether the encounter is real or an elaborate hoax. In the dense woods of Columbiana County, Ohio, a chilling mystery has resurfaced after 3 decades. Back in 1994, researcher Matt Moneymaker recorded the legendary Ohio Howls, eerie vocalizations that became famous in Bigfoot lore. For years, the forest remained silent until 2024. Investigators returned with motion-sensitive trail cameras near the Ohio River, hoping to capture evidence, but what they recorded shocked analysts. In broad daylight, a massive fur-covered figure appears between the trees, tilting its head back before releasing a deep, guttural howl that closely matches the original 1994 recordings. Moments later, a faint reply echoes from deeper in the forest. The footage suggests the howls never stopped. Something may have been living there all along, watching silently from the shadows. A quiet winter hike through Olympic National Forest turned terrifying when 2 hikers witnessed something they couldn't explain. Near the icy banks of the Hoh River, the silent rainforest suddenly erupted with violent crashes and deep, animal-like roars. At first, the hikers thought 2 animals were fighting, but through the drifting mist, they saw a massive dark figure violently shaking a large cedar tree. With shocking strength, the creature snapped the tree and hurled it into the freezing river. Moments later, the towering fur-covered figure stepped from the chaos. It turned toward them and released a deep, primal scream that echoed through the canyon. The terrified hikers fled, convinced they had just encountered the legendary Bigfoot of the Olympic Peninsula. Newly recovered phone footage from 2 missing hikers has sparked chilling speculation along the Deschutes River. The hikers were filming a peaceful winter fishing trip when strange sounds began echoing through the forest. A loud wood knock breaks the silence, and the camera slowly pans across the riverbank. Hidden between pine branches stands a tall, shadowy figure watching them. For several minutes, The hikers nervously joke about a weird bear, but every time they check the tree line, the figure appears closer. Suddenly, one hiker spots it just yards away and shouts. The creature abandons stealth, slides down the embankment, and charges through the foliage with a deep growl. The footage ends in chaos, leaving viewers wondering what truly happened that day. A park ranger patrolling a remote trail claims to have captured chilling footage of what appears to be Bigfoot. While monitoring wildlife activity deep inside the forest, the ranger noticed unusual movement between the trees. Pulling out a camera, the ranger recorded a tall, fur-covered figure briefly stepping into view before quickly disappearing into the dense wilderness. The massive silhouette moved on two legs and seemed aware it was being watched. The short but eerie clip has sparked intense debate online, with viewers analyzing every frame. Some believe it could be the legendary Bigfoot, while others argue it might simply be an unknown animal or an elaborate hoax. Whoa. Terrifying new trail cam footage has surfaced, capturing what appears to be a massive Bigfoot moving silently through a remote forest at night. The motion-activated camera records the tall, shadowy figure walking on two legs before briefly turning toward the lens. Its large frame and long arms are clearly visible in the eerie glow of the camera. Within seconds, the creature disappears back into the darkness. The chilling clip has sparked intense debate online, leaving viewers questioning whether the legendary creature was finally caught on camera or if the footage is simply another mysterious hoax. A couple claim they may have captured footage of Bigfoot while traveling through the mountains of Colorado. Shannon Parker and Stetson Parker said they spotted a tall, mysterious figure moving along a mountainside near the narrow-gauge railway between Durango and Silverton. While searching the mountains for elk, they noticed something unusual walking in broad daylight before sitting down to rest. According to the couple, the creature appeared at least 6 to 7 feet tall and blended almost perfectly with the sagebrush terrain. The strange sighting, shared widely online, has reignited debate about whether the legendary Bigfoot might truly exist in Colorado's remote wilderness.
It's an elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down. Yeah, let me see your camera, I'll do it.
A first responder racing through a remote forest on an ATV toward an emergency captured a shocking moment on his helmet camera. As he speeds along the narrow trail, a massive, dark figure suddenly appears between the trees. For a brief second, the camera clearly records what looks like a tall, fur-covered creature standing upright before it quickly disappears into the dense forest. The responder barely slows down, but the footage later reveals the chilling encounter. Viewers online claim the mysterious figure resembles the legendary Bigfoot. The clip has sparked intense debate, with many questioning whether the responder accidentally captured one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings ever recorded. In a shocking nighttime clip from a remote farm, a family security camera captures a terrifying encounter. The footage shows a dog barking wildly near the goat pen, clearly reacting to something moving in the darkness. Moments later, a large shadowy figure appears near the fence, towering over the animals. The dog continues barking aggressively as the creature moves closer, causing panic among the goats. Some viewers believe the figure resembles the legendary Bigfoot. The eerie scene has gone viral online, with many calling it one of the most unsettling farm encounters ever recorded, while others debate whether the mysterious attacker is real or simply a strange illusion. A night vision camera deep in a remote forest captures a bizarre and painful encounter. In the eerie green glow, a massive figure believed to be Bigfoot slowly approaches a small animal on the ground. As the creature reaches forward, the animal, a defensive porcupine, suddenly reacts. In an instant, it releases a spray of sharp quills straight toward the creature's face. The towering figure recoils and lets out a loud, guttural scream, clutching its face in clear agony. Within seconds, the large figure bolts back into the darkness of the forest. Meanwhile, the small but fearless porcupine remains in place, standing its ground like a tiny warrior of the wild. High in the frozen peaks of the Himalayas, two climbers captured a mysterious figure moving across a distant snowy ridge. While filming the breathtaking landscape, their camera zoomed in on a dark shape trekking slowly through the snow. The figure appeared large, upright, and strangely human-like despite the harsh conditions. Some viewers believe it could be the legendary Yeti, often described as the mountain cousin of Bigfoot. Others argue it may simply be a person or a clever hoax. The eerie footage has fascinated researchers for years, sparking endless debate. Watch closely. The question remains, what exactly was walking across that remote Himalayan slope? A lone hiker exploring a remote forest captured a startling moment on camera. While filming the quiet scenery, he suddenly noticed movement between the trees. The camera zooms in, revealing a tall, dark, human-like figure standing deep in the woods. For a brief second, the mysterious creature appears to notice the hiker watching. Then, without warning, it quickly turns and runs into the dense forest, disappearing behind thick trees and shadows. The stunned hiker can be heard reacting in disbelief as the footage ends. Many viewers believe the figure resembles the legendary Bigfoot, while others think it may be a person in disguise or simply a misidentified animal. Hikers trekking through a dense forest suddenly panicked after spotting a massive, shadowy creature moving between the trees. Someone began filming as the towering figure stepped into view, appearing tall, hairy, and walking upright like a human. The group immediately started shouting and running as the creature moved closer. In the chaotic footage, people can be heard screaming while sprinting down the trail to escape. Many viewers believe the figure resembles the legendary Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, a large, hairy, human-like creature often reported in forests across North America. The terrifying clip has sparked intense debate online about whether the encounter was real or simply a misunderstanding in the wilderness. A man driving through a quiet road in Georgia claimed he witnessed something extraordinary. According to him, a large dark figure suddenly ran across the road and disappeared into the nearby woods. Curious and shocked, he grabbed his camera and followed the creature into the forest. After running for a while, he managed to capture several brief shots of the mysterious animal moving through the trees. The footage shows a tall, shadowy figure before a deep, threatening growl is heard clearly on the recording. The man said the sound felt like a warning, so he quickly decided to stop the chase and leave the area. The video has sparked debate online. Was it Bigfoot, another animal, or simply a clever hoax? One unforgettable night in the remote wilderness of Northern California turned into a terrifying encounter. A small group was camping deep in the forest when strange sounds began echoing through the trees. At first, they thought it was just wildlife moving around in the dark, but moments later, a massive shadowy figure appeared near the tree line, briefly illuminated by their flashlights. The creature stood tall, covered in thick fur, and seemed to watch them silently. Suddenly, it moved quickly between the trees, disappearing back into the darkness. The group was left stunned and shaken, convinced they had just witnessed the legendary Bigfoot. The eerie nighttime sighting has fueled ongoing debates about whether the mysterious creature truly exists.
I'm pretty sure it was over here somewhere. Did you hear it? Wait, what is that? What is that?
What the fuck?
Hunters exploring the frozen wilderness near the Alaska-Canada border captured a chilling winter clip that has stunned viewers online. Filmed in the snowy forests of the Peace River, the footage appears to show a massive dark-furred creature sprinting through deep snow while chasing a herd of caribou. The creature moves quickly on all fours, plowing through snowdrifts with surprising speed and power. As the herd scatters across the white landscape, the mysterious figure suddenly stops and rises onto two legs. Its tall, human-like silhouette stands clearly against the snowy forest before it disappears back into the trees. The shocking moment has fueled intense debate about whether the legendary Bigfoot was actually captured hunting in the wild. A chilling encounter in the snowy wilderness of the Olympic Peninsula has reignited fears of Bigfoot sightings. During a winter hike near the Rushing Hoe River, an experienced outdoorsman suddenly felt like he was being watched. The quiet crunch of snow beneath his boots was followed by heavier footsteps behind him. When he turned around, he saw a massive, dark-furred creature standing on the steep riverbank. The towering figure suddenly slipped on the icy ground and tumbled down the embankment, crashing into the freezing river below. Moments later, the creature surfaced, soaked and furious. It locked eyes with the stunned hiker and unleashed a deep, primal scream that echoed through the silent forest, leaving the witness completely terrified. Rare footage recorded in 2001 has sparked a long-running debate about a possible Bigfoot sighting in Prince Edward Island. The short clip, filmed in a remote wooded area, shows a large, dark figure moving slowly along the edge of the forest. The person behind the camera zooms in as the creature appears to walk upright, briefly stepping into a small clearing before turning back toward the trees. Witnesses at the time claimed the figure was far taller than an average person and covered in dark hair. The mysterious video quickly spread among researchers and Bigfoot enthusiasts. Even years later, the strange footage continues to raise questions. Was it truly the legendary Bigfoot, or simply a misidentified person wandering through the forest? A strange encounter in Estes Park has sparked debate among locals and Bigfoot enthusiasts. A witness exploring a forest trail near the area claimed to have spotted a tall, dark figure walking calmly through the trees. Unlike typical animal movement, the creature reportedly walked upright and steadily, almost exactly like a human. The witness quickly pulled out a phone and recorded the distant figure moving across the landscape before it disappeared into the thicker woods. Some viewers believe the footage could show the legendary Bigfoot, often reported in remote mountain regions of Colorado. Others argue it may simply be a person hiking in the wilderness. Still, the unusual posture and steady stride have left many wondering what was truly captured that day. A bizarre nighttime incident on a remote farm has sparked debate after a security camera captured what some believe could be Bigfoot. The footage shows a large, shadowy figure approaching a small chicken coop under the cover of darkness. Moments later, the door appears to break open and the towering creature reaches inside, grabbing one of the chickens before quickly turning and running away across the yard. The figure moves on two legs and disappears into the nearby woods within seconds. Farm animals can be heard panicking as the strange intruder vanishes into the night. The shocking clip quickly spread online, with many viewers claiming the creature resembles the legendary Bigfoot, while others believe it could simply be a person or another animal. During a scenic helicopter tour over a vast forest, passengers captured a mysterious moment that quickly sparked online debate. As the helicopter flew low over the treetops, one passenger began filming the breathtaking landscape below. Suddenly, a large dark figure appeared moving through a small clearing in the forest. The camera zoomed in, revealing what looked like a tall, upright creature walking between the trees. The figure seemed unusually large and covered in dark fur before it quickly disappeared back into the dense woods. The brief sighting shocked everyone on board, and the pilot circled the area to get another look, but the creature was gone. The strange footage has left many wondering if the helicopter tour accidentally captured the elusive Bigfoot on camera.
That's no bear.
Oh my god.
It's looking at us.
I got it. Keep it steady.
A family enjoying a peaceful picnic deep in the jungle had their day turn into chaos after a shocking sighting. While adults relaxed and children played in a small pool nearby, one child was riding a small motorbike along a dirt path close to the trees. Suddenly, the child noticed a huge dark figure standing among the bushes. The towering creature appeared tall, hairy, and strangely human-like. Terrified, the child immediately turned the motorbike around and raced back toward the family, shouting, "Bigfoot! Bigfoot!" in panic. The sudden alarm startled everyone as they rushed to gather the children. By the time they looked toward the forest again, the mysterious figure had vanished into the dense jungle, leaving the family shaken and confused. Tourists from China may have captured something extraordinary while visiting the forests near Mission. While exploring the scenic hills, the travelers began filming the surrounding wilderness when a large, dark figure appeared, moving along a distant hillside. The creature seemed to walk upright and slowly crossed between the trees before briefly stopping. Its tall frame and unusual movement quickly caught the attention of the tourists, who continued recording in shock. Within moments, the mysterious figure disappeared deeper into the forest. The video later circulated online, with many viewers claiming it could be evidence of Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, while skeptics argue it might simply be a person or another animal seen from afar.
Sasquatch.
One of the most talked about Bigfoot clips online is the mysterious sighting known as the Beast of Gum Hill. In the video, a man riding an ATV through a quiet forest trail suddenly notices a tall, dark figure standing near the trees. Surprised, he slows down and begins recording as the creature moves cautiously through the brush. According to the witness, the figure appeared enormous, around 7 feet tall or about 2.13 meters. The creature seemed to walk upright and quickly disappeared deeper into the forest once it realized it was being watched. The brief encounter left the rider stunned. Since the footage surfaced, viewers have debated endlessly whether the Beast of Gum Hill is genuine evidence of Bigfoot or simply a clever hoax. So what do you think? Was this real evidence of Bigfoot or just another mysterious forest legend caught on camera? Encounters like these continue to spark debate around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. The truth might still be out there. Woman unknowingly caught on surveillance camera in shocking footage. Video shows a female thief in a shop stealing money directly from the counter. A woman suddenly falls into a pond, caught on camera. A woman steals money from an Uber driver's tip jar, caught on camera. A woman caught on camera hiding a box inside her dress. The child crosses the park gate effortlessly, leaving everyone stunned on camera. A shocking CCTV video shows a man narrowly avoiding a major accident. Captioned, "Just another normal day," the clip captures him walking casually toward a store. Suddenly, the concrete footpath beneath him cracks and caves into the drainage below. The man nearly falls in, but manages to stay safe. His stunned expression perfectly captures the terrifying moment and the close call he had with disaster.